What if I told you that beneath our feet, hidden in jungles and scattered across remote islands, lie the remnants of civilization so advanced, so enigmatic, that even with all our modern technology, we still can't fully explain them? Today, we're diving into the archaeological mysteries that keep scientists up at night, lost civilizations that challenge everything we think we know about human history. The first is the Göbekli Tepe. Let's start by going back, way back, to roughly 9,600 BCE in modern-day Turkey, where hunters and gatherers supposedly lived in small, primitive bands. Except they didn't just hunt and gather. They built Göbekli Tepe. This site features massive stone pillars, some weighing up to 20 tons, arranged in circular formations and decorated with intricate carvings of animals. Here's the problem. According to mainstream archaeology, humans at this time shouldn't have had the organization, tools, or motivation to create something this sophisticated. We're talking about a monument built 6,000 years before Stonehenge, created by people who supposedly hadn't even invented agriculture yet. The German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt, who excavated the site, believed it was a temple, possibly the world's first. But why would hunter-gatherers build temples? And how did they move these enormous stones without wheels or metal tools? Some researchers now think that rather than agriculture leading to civilization, maybe the desire to build places like Göbekli Tepe actually led to agriculture. The mystery literally rewrites our understanding of human development. The second is Indus Valley civilization. Now let's jump forward to around 2500 BCE, to the Indus Valley civilization in what's now Pakistan and northwest India. This wasn't just any civilization. At its peak, it was home to 5 million people, making it larger than ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia combined. The cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro featured sophisticated urban planning with grid patterns, advanced drainage systems, and standardized brick sizes. They had public baths, possibly the world's first flush toilets, and a system of weights and measures that was remarkably consistent across hundreds of miles. So what's the mystery? We cannot read their language. Despite thousands of inscriptions on seals and tablets, the Indus script remains undeciphered. We don't know what they called themselves, what they believed, or what caused their civilization to collapse around 1900 BCE. Unlike the Egyptians with their temples covered in hieroglyphs, or the Mesopotamians with their cuneiform tablets full of records, the Indus people left us sophisticated cities, but virtually no readable history. The third is the Easter Island. Moving to the Pacific, we find one of archaeology's most haunting mysteries, Easter Island or Rapa Nui. When Dutch explorers arrived in 1722, they found an island with virtually no trees, a tiny population, and nearly 900 massive stone statues called moai staring out across the landscape. These weren't small sculptures. The average moai weighs 14 tons, and the largest ever erected was 33 feet tall and weighed 82 tons. How did a small island population, using only stone tools, carve these giants, transport them miles from the quarry, and erect them on platforms? For decades, the leading theory was that the islanders used logs as rollers. But this explanation creates another puzzle. If they cut down all the trees to move statues, did they accidentally cause their own ecological collapse? Recent research suggests they might have walked the statues upright using ropes, requiring fewer people and resources than previously thought. But here's what really baffles scientists. Why did they do it? Were the moai ancestors, gods, or something else entirely? And what happened to the sophisticated society that created them? The island's inhabitants had developed their own unique script, Rongorongo, which also remains largely undeciphered. The fourth is the Antikythera mechanism. Sometimes a mystery isn't civilization itself, but what they left behind. In 1901, divers exploring a shipwreck off the Greek island of Antikythera found something impossible, a corroded bronze device with intricate gears and inscriptions. When researchers finally examined it with modern imaging technology, they discovered it was an ancient computer, built around 100 BCE. It could predict eclipses, track the Olympic Games cycle, and map the movements of the sun, moon, and planets with stunning accuracy. The engineering required to create this device wouldn't be seen again for over 1,000 years. It had 37 gear wheels working in a complex mechanical symphony that suggests the ancient Greeks had far more advanced technology than we ever imagined. Who built it? Why is it the only one ever found? What other incredible devices were lost to history? Conclusion: these civilizations and their creations remind us that human ingenuity has always been more remarkable than we give it credit for.